Hi Ron. I decided to have a clear out about a week ago, and in another building, I knew I had a box of models. I knew some of the kits within that box. It was only not a big box, 2 feet by a foot and a half by about just under 2 feet tall. So I eventually found it, dug it out, and dug all the kits out, and I was surprised what I did have. I completely forgot about some of the subjects I had. Outside, out of mind is so true. So the intention was, and has been, to get rid of them all. I'm never going to build them, mainly because the subjects would need so much work doing to them. I bought them at a time when the subjects weren't there. Say like Frog, the Gannet, Wyvern, Sea Vixen, Valiant, Shackleton. I mean, we laugh now because they're available now, but back then in the 80s, if you wanted those subjects, you had to buy the Frog kits. And some of them came with a premium price until the special bags came out later in the 80s. That's another story. So I've kept a few, probably about 6 or 7 kits I've kept because I still do want to build those. They're still great subjects. And some of them don't need a lot of additional work. They're good kits as they are, standalone. But a lot of the frog stuff and a lot of the stuff like this, I mean, that's a pretty good kit actually. So is that Pyro, the Rival kit, Lifeline. So the box full of stuff like that. So I've been ruthless and I managed to get rid of them all as a job lot rather than sell them individually. But as I said, I reiterate, I've kept some back because I still want to build them at some point. Famous last words. But while I was doing that, I want to record the models I had. The box artwork, which is quite nice, I always find interesting, and what the contents were. So even though I've passed them on, I've still got a record of them. And while I was doing that, I thought I'll make a couple of short videos. I can't do them all because otherwise it will take quite a while. So I've just picked the salient kits that I think most people might find interesting, subjects that people know about, rather than oddities like this, which are interesting but not to everybody's taste. So just give me a quick overview: box, what's inside, contents wise, bit of narration, and that's it. So hopefully short and simple. So these videos are going to be what I call a gap fill in between the next project, which is hopefully in the post now. Should see in a week's time. So hopefully one of these videos will be released every day. So I hope you find it interesting. I do. That doesn't mean everybody else does. And thank you for watching. Frogs Avro Shackleton. I think this is an F2 type box. About 80,000 of these were produced. In this style box, I think it was about 67 to 74. And then it came out in a different box in grey plastic from 74 onwards. I won't show everything in the kit, I'll just show some of the bigger parts and some of the more interesting items. Ooh, look, modelling tips. Aren't the thumbnail illustrations beautiful? Metal polish, eh? And look, good old days before the airbrush, where you stippled your pattern on. A lost art, no doubt. The Vickers Valiant, 196 scale this is. About 15,000 were produced, give or take. 1958 I think. We've got working undercarriage with this kit. Hours of fun. Some very old release agent, still on the plastic. This kit has recessed panel lines, which I think is quite unusual for the time. One of the rear exhausts. They don't supply you with any nose weight in this kit, but they do ask you on the instructions to add it. I have a feeling that when these parts are cleaned up, the fit to the fuselage is going to be pretty good.